It's Thursday night football between the LA Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. We break down the game, give you our best bet, and it all starts right now. Hey guys, it's Matt from Grandstand Bettors.com, and week 2 of the NFL season starts with an AFC West showdown between the Chargers and Chiefs. We're going to get to that prediction in just a moment, but first, make sure you hit that subscribe button for all our free picks and predictions this NFL season, and while you're at it, smash that like button if you are ready for Thursday night football. So, without further ado, let's dive in to the Chargers-Chiefs matchup this Thursday, and the Chiefs at the moment are 4.5-point favorites, and the over-under for this game is set at 54.5 points. Now, the Chargers, they started the season by beating the Raiders last week, 24-19, and honestly, in our opinion, they lucked out a bit. For some reason, the Raiders decided to throw the ball 37 times, despite the fact that Josh Jacobs was averaging over 5 yards per carry. Regardless, though, of the outcome, the one thing that did look good was the passing game, as Herbert threw for 279 yards and 3 touchdowns and targeted 11 different receivers in that win. Now, the area the Chargers fans should be concerned about is their rushing attack. It wasn't from lack of play calling, though. They ran the ball 31 times in the game, but Austin Eckler only averaged 2.6 yards per carry, and the Chargers only ended up with 76 yards on the ground. Now, this week, they are going to face a rushing defense in the Chiefs that was just mediocre last week, giving up over 100 yards on the ground. However, they did not allow any rusher to gain more than 29 yards. Add that in with them holding Kyler Murray and the passing attack of the Cardinals to under 200 yards. Could be a long game for these LA Chargers. But let's not overreact. It was against the Cardinals, and the receiving depth that the Chargers have is much better. But let's be honest, this game is probably only going to come down to the Chargers' defense and their ability to stop the Chiefs' offense than anything else. Because the Chiefs still have that guy named Patrick Mahomes, who led Kansas City to a Week 1 win against the Cardinals 44-21. Mahomes put up a cool 360 passing yards and 5 touchdowns, and most of Kansas City is saying, who is Tyreek Hill anyway? Kelsey led the way with 121 yards and 8 receptions to go along with a touchdown, and 8 other receivers caught a pass as Mahomes distributed the ball to the entire team. Now, the rushing attack was also great with a 3-headed monster that included Edwards-Helaire and McKinnon and Pacheco. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Somebody in the comments let me know. They averaged over 5.5 yards per carry and went for about 125 yards total. Now, if you're a Chargers fan, you're probably telling people at the water cooler that the Chiefs' rushing attack will be stifled by the Chargers defense, who only gave up 64 yards last week. But that just means you're a couch potato fan, because when you really dive into the stats, you're going to see that the Raiders only ran the ball 13 times, but still averaged over 5 yards per carry. Now, look for the Chiefs to utilize their rushing attack against last season's 3rd worst rushing defense and open up all those gaps for Kansas City to throw down the field. So, what is our best bet for this game? Well, Kansas City, easy cover? Well, they are at home on a Thursday night, and most times we would say that. But we do have a little hesitation with that Chargers defense, especially the secondary, which looked halfway decent, picking up 3 INTs and holding Derek Carr to under 60% with his completion rate. So instead, we're going to look at a player prop for this game. Mike Williams only had 2 catches for 10 yards on 4 targets, and that was even in a game where Keenan Allen left with a hamstring injury. The Kansas City Chiefs let 4 different receivers last week average 10 yards or more per catch, and we see Mike Williams being targeted a lot here in this matchup against a mediocre secondary. So, with our best bet for Thursday night football, we're going to take Mike Williams over 69.5 receiving yards. And also, we do like him to get in the end zone, which is sitting at some good value at plus 155. Now, as you know, we are on Patreon, and if you want all of our NFL and NCAA plays, head on over to Patreon, look up Grandstand Bettors, and don't miss out on the football action this fall. In the meantime, though, we want you to sit back, relax, enjoy some Thursday night football, and we'll see you live for the game.